so he could nail it. No! I was just about to say, I think I spooked him. Oh. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Hey folks, bit of a sad day yesterday. I turned my favourite one-piece skip and pitch casting rod into a two-piece, and last night I needed to make some modifications to another rod so that I had one for today. So this is the rod that I use for my general lure fishing, mainly soft plastics and smaller hard bodies. And what I did last night was I cut a piece out of a rod to shorten this length up here. I'll explain why in a moment, but that's how it starts out anyway. So I'll show you what I ended up doing. This is how it ends up. So you can see that I've cut this piece out, and inside here there's another piece of an old rod that was broken, just to stiffen it up a little bit. It doesn't get a lot of pressure there, but joins it nice and firmly. So yeah, and this is my skip casting and pitching rod. Makes a massive difference to the way I can present a lure. So you're probably wondering why I make this modification, and I'll show you the main reason. Best way to demonstrate is with this rod. With skip and pitch casting, there's a lot of wrist work, and you can see here, whenever I want to move my wrist, the end of the rod hits my forearm, and it makes it quite difficult when you've got certain angles that you want to make, whereas this, a lot more flexible. Big difference, and believe me, it makes a hell of a lot of difference when you're trying to get into very tight areas. You're probably also wondering why I use a spinning reel for my skip casting. There's a really good reason for that, and I'll cover that in another video, I think. So for now, what I might do is get out and try and get some footage of this new rod of mine in action. See if we can get a couple of fish and show you why I make this modification. This rod that I've made the modification to is a Samaki Sketch. It's probably one of the best value for money rods on the market, particularly for soft plastics. And at around that $100 mark, I don't mind doing this modification. I wouldn't do it to a $1,000 rod because it may not be for you. A couple of reasons why you wouldn't make this modification. One, if you like casting two hands, you can still do it with this, but it's a little bit difficult. Two, if you're someone who likes using your rod also for long distance casting, I can still cast this a fair way, but if you want a multi-purpose rod, then this may not be for you. A question I've been asked a couple of times is, does this modification ruin the balance of the rod? Short answer is no, it actually improves it. So it moves the weight of the rod towards the tip, or the balance towards the tip. And for pitch casting and skip casting, you actually want that pendulum motion. So for this style of fishing, it actually improves it. Hoping that these couple of snags here might hold a few bar. Oh. Right there. Hey, it's pretty acrobatic. With a lively one. I think he's just about done. We'll get him in and put a tag in him. Right bar. We'll put him back home. Gone. Oh. No! That was a good one too. Bugger, bugger, bugger. Nailed that. Man. Oh. I was just about to say, I think I spooked him. Well, the hooks failed to stay in two fish before. One was definitely a barra. I think the others might have been jacks. So hopefully the hook staying in this fella might be a sign to come. Alright, got his pink bling. I'll let him go. He's raring to go. Alright, let's get another one. Was he hungry or what? Oh, he's not a massive jack, but that old adage, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And this guy had a massive amount of fight, anger issues anyway. Alright, there he is. Had a lot of go at him, this fella. Alright, back to your home. Oh, there we go. The little branch that went under the water there, and he was sitting the other side waiting for any bait fish or anything to come over so he could nail it. If that doesn't get your heart pumping, nothing will. Alright, nearly done. You're nearly done, I think. As the sun sets, this guy will get a bit of pink bling. Well, I think the modification and the new skip and pitching rod proven to be successful. I've got quite a few fish today, including this beautiful barramundi. Bit of pink bling, ready to go. Look at that, chunky fish. All in all, I'm really happy with it. The rod handled all the fish really well. Can't say I hooked any monsters, but there was a few good sized fish, some tight country, allowed me to get the soft plastic in some really narrow tight spaces. So all right, let's wrap up and head home.